I wanted to go over a couple of things real quick. First of all, I was going to say, yeah, I'm back in my room. Usually I'm not in my cove, which I like to call it, but because I have so many errands to run, such as that. But I think I'm probably going to try and do the rest of this week's videos just so that you'll have your stuff, because I have lots of meetings and I have lots of organizing stuff that I'm preparing for you guys for our physical, which is, that's part of organizing. Anyway, so I wanted to talk a few minutes about why, when you start doing videos or vlogging like I'm doing, and I've been doing my blog since 2008, which, that's a long time to be doing a blog. But anyway, so I thought that I would do vlogging because it would give me an opportunity for me to get out of my comfort zone. And not because I want to be famous, not because I want anything in particular, but mostly because of what I wanted to talk about, which was our spiritual need, which is our need to leave a legacy. And so you say, well, everybody doesn't always want to do something spiritual. People don't always need that in their life to be spiritual for the 4 human basic needs. But the actuality of it is, if you study behavior, that kind of thing, it's really true. Some people may not show signs of their spiritual need being fulfilled, but they actually are doing it. It's overlooked with another need that they're overcompensating for. Have you ever noticed that? And I think I described this a couple of times in an old video where you might say, well, so-and-so is not really spiritual at all, but it's our innate ability and desire to always have that spiritual need fulfilled. But a lot of times, if people aren't in tune with their spirits and in tune with and spiritual, that doesn't necessarily mean that I think it means that, you're spiritual and that you need to talk about God, or you believe in a Christianity or anything of that nature. I mean, some people can be spiritual, but their spiritual side is that devotion and that desire to be kind of, like religiously in tune with something. Some people can be religious and it's yoga. Some people can be religious and it's, witchery. Witchcraft and things like that. So people are always, it's within us as humans. Everybody has it. It's just how you do it. Some people can be religious about working out and being like, so cut and fit that it's insanity. But what's happened is that's their spiritual need overriding from another basic human need. So basically their physical need, which is what that would be. Their physical need is overriding their spiritual need, but they're still doing it nonetheless, even though it looks like they're not. Does that make sense? I hope you guys understand what I'm saying when I say that. And anyway, so I also want to touch on the real quick subject of why I'm doing this. And I had started that a minute ago, but I'm ADD, so I had went around the circle. Anyway, but the reason that I'm doing this is because I had this spiritual experience, and I said this on the other video, is that I knew what my mission in life was. And I'm going to give you a little tip, because I think there's a lot of people in life that I've heard really struggle with this. And that is, have you ever struggled with what your passion is in life and what you're supposed to be doing? Like, a lot of people say, how do you know what you're supposed to be doing in life? You're just kind of floating around. You're like, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know that I have any talents. I don't know what drives me. What am I supposed to be when I grow up, if you're in your 20s or whatever? But I did a blog post on this, and actually what you can do, a little tip is that you can go back and try to sit and think. I know you have moments where you're driving in the car or something like that, a moment where you can sit and just reflect for a second and try to think back when you were about 8 years old, between 8 and 10 years old. And if you look and see what those things were, maybe you might need to ask a parent or a sibling or something like, what was it, Mom, that I used to love to do when I was between 8 and 10 years old? And you can kind of get a visual and also like that innate ability for us to know and understand what our mission is in life. Now, personally, I've prayed about it too, but if you're not like a prayerful person or, that kind of thing. I mean, you can put it out in the universe that you desire to know what your mission is in life, because we all desire to leave a legacy, however that is. I mean, Eminem desires to leave a legacy through his songs. Oprah desires because she wants to make the world a better place. I mean, everybody has one. It's just our avenues about going about it are totally different. Mine is not necessarily to be on camera. I'm panic stricken, like as I'm talking, because I'm so nervous, but I still feel like my mission in life overrides that shyness of me wanting to get a message out, because I feel like I have a message, and not only to teach girls and women, young women. I'm getting back to the mission in life. Okay, so not only do I have that desire to do that, because I know that is what Heavenly Father wants me to do. The other thing is that I feel like there's so many times in my life that when I wasn't a Mormon and now that I'm a Mormon, I've had so many struggles, and I feel like it's almost like my duty to break down those barriers and those walls and those kind of formalities that people think about LDS people and Mormons and what kind of people we are. I feel like I am like a triangle I'm never going to fit into the box of like what a Mormon girl looks like. I've never have. And I'm happy with that. And I think it's good, because I think people need to see that not everyone is the same, and we're still okay. And we still, believe in the same thing and that kind of thing. But it doesn't mean that we all have to be the exact same. And I have gotten so tired of that, because I feel like people don't know who we are. People think we're like this secret religion and we have all of these weird things, but we're not weird at all. I mean, hey, if I can be a Pentecostal, like the holy roller, I'm sure you've heard that before, like where they roll in the aisles and speak in tongues and wave their hands around. I'm not making fun. I'm just describing what I was like as a young girl. That's what I saw all the time. And if you can go from that to being an LDS, like a Mormon, I think that shows for a lot of room for acceptance, because, I mean, if anything, Pentecostal are very, very difficult to change their mind. And my mom's a member too, which is really super cool. But anyway, so those are my two missions in life. And I know, because I know with a surety that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And this is the avenue for right now that I've chosen, which is to be on here verbally, because I feel like I can get more across. I mean, my blog has been something that has taken a long time for me to like really figure out, because I think a lot of times, when you're first starting out blogging and you struggle with knowing like where you are, who you are, what you're supposed to be doing. Like, am I supposed to be doing, I'm not doing a vlog like a how-to or makeup tutorials or all that. I mean, I will eventually do that, but because it will be the series with the mermaid, because mermaids need to know that kind of stuff when they're working and everything. But that will be a whole series and a workshop, or I call Mermaid Junkie School, that I'm going to do. But for right now, I'm just doing something completely different than what these other, how-to blogs are. And I think that that's good. I feel like that's my message. Everybody has a message. And so that's what I wanted to get out. Anyway, so this has gone 9 minutes. I'm going to try to edit the crap out of that. But anyway, so I just wanted to describe that a couple of, for a few minutes. And I hope you're having a good day. I am preparing some fun stuff for you guys. And, well, you guys, but it's mostly girls. But I'm grateful for the guys who hang out and listen to me and just come along. But anyway, well, I'll talk to you soon. I love you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel and tell all your merfolk about it. I'm yours until my next swim. Ciao.